Is it okay for the government to dictate how you live? Let's get into it on the Derek O'Shea Show. Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show, where we discuss culture, news, politics, and more. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to tell your friends and family about the revolution. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. It means a lot to me. It genuinely means a lot to me. If you are watching me for the first time or listening to me, make sure you subscribe and follow me and tell all your friends and family about the Derek O'Shea Show. Also, if you want to be a supporter, it's $3 a month to be a monthly contributor to the revolution. You can go to buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. That's buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. And again, I'm going to be posting exclusive content to my members soon. That is not YouTube safe, if you will. Also, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to call in at 720 or text. Call if you're a boomer. Text if you're under 75. Call or text at 720-727-7572. That's 720-727-7572 if you have any questions or comments. Also, I always put my sources in the link, the video or audio version description. My sources are always available there, so you know where to find them. Let's get into the show. Oh, also, I'm available on YouTube, Rumble. I go live there too. BitChute, Odyssey, and every single podcast platform. I'm available on Facebook too as well, Twitter, Twitch. All that good stuff. I hope you guys are having a freaking fantastic day. I was scouring the internet, looking for things to talk about, looking for something to say, and I came across this video of New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio on Morning Joe, a revolutionary show that gets millions and millions of views, and everyone tunes in every single morning. What has happened to New York City? Because the stuff I'm seeing out of New York City is insane. Gang violence is up. Shootings are up. Businesses are being closed down due to vaccine mandates, policies, COVID-19 policies. The long COVID overhaul there as they're like, hey, you can eat outdoors if you build an outdoor facility. Remember that time during when the ball was dropping in New York City and everyone was at home watching because due to COVID restrictions, and the two people that were dancing under the ball as it dropped was Mayor Bill de Blasio and his wife, and everyone else was at home. I think that was a perfect example of this elite class corporate politicians, if you will. I'm not even going to say leftists anymore. I'm not going to say liberals, because I think Republicans do the same in many ways. This rules for thee, but not for me. Let's just be real, though. On the Democratic side, they tend to love that idea. Gavin Newsom tells everyone to go home. Restaurants, you're not allowed to eat there, but he's allowed to eat there. And then you guys voted him back in. Incredible. Nancy Pelosi does her little private barbershop experience. Salon. Sorry. And she walks around without a mask off. It's okay. These Republicans are always they're tricksters. They're always trying to get me. Joe Biden walks around, violates his own D.C. mask mandate in the restaurant without a mask. Hey, Jen Psaki says, hey, from time to time, we all forget. Well, it's an accident. We're just trying our best here. Really? Or is it all about politics? Because it's hard for somebody like me and you to see crap like that and go, we're in a very serious pandemic and we need to lock down and we need to take the vaccine and we need to be scared and we need to social distance and we need to spray our grocery bags when our people in charge, our leaders who you would assume have more information than you and me, are acting like it's not a big deal. I don't understand these people who see stuff like that and go, Yeah, maybe he just forgot to wear his mask. Really? Because if it's a very serious disease, a very serious illness, I don't think you just forget to wear your mask. And yes, it's very serious. People are dying. But Joe Biden and his mask mandate doesn't even enforce it on himself. It's okay if you're the president. It's okay if you're in charge. But you little peons like me and you, people on the streets, people in your poor houses, maybe you're driving your old used cars, no one's chauffeuring you anywhere. You need to fall in line. Follow the mandates, or else you're unclean, unsafe. Let's watch this video and dissect it a little bit together. I started watching it. I haven't watched the whole thing, so live reaction, as always, with me. Let's get into this video.
Delta variant makes up 98% of all new COVID-19 cases, but according to the latest health...
Don't you love how they just throw in a statistic? You're like, okay, prove it. Also, it's still COVID, right? Okay.
Health Department data, the rate of transmission is plunging thanks to the city's ongoing vaccination effort. And that continues this morning. Joining us now, New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio. Mr. Mayor, it's good to see you.
Oh, Bill de Blasio. Is there any sight of a person that just makes you feel like... He's so cringy.
To see you, Willis. So what is the next step here? You put in the mandate for teachers. Now you're going bigger with it. What's the announcement?
Go big or go home. For all city agencies, all city workers, it's time for everyone to get vaccinated. Our public employees are going to lead us out of the COVID era. Look, what we did with our schools worked. Our schools are incredibly safe, and families needed to know their kids would be safe. Well, we all...
Yeah, exactly. Families need to know their kids are be safe. That's why we're vaccinating people. Yes, our streets are more dangerous, but the safety is about COVID. It's not about actual like murder rates and rape and crime like that. That's different. That's a white supremacist idea, and that needs to be squashed because the only real issue out there in the world is COVID-19. Nothing else. Yes, China's about to take over Taiwan. Don't worry. We're trying to get these vaccine mandates down. Yes, the supply chain issues, the bottleneck issues going off the coast. We're trying to get these vaccine mandates through. Yes, inflation's up high. Look, I know you were paying Chipotle $7 for your burrito. I know I always bring up Chipotle. Obviously, I'm fine dining over here, folks. You were paying $7 a year ago. Now you're paying $14. Look, it's not a big deal. Don't worry about that. Yes, the gas prices are up higher than ever. Don't worry. We're trying to get you safe. Even though crime's up high, illegal immigration's up high, we have smugglers going across the border. We have a huge humanitarian crisis at the border. Don't look at that. Don't worry about that. We're worried about these unsafe, unvaccinated people. They're disgusting, and we need to put them somewhere. I don't know what we're going to do with them. Maybe we could just put them in some kind of place where they can learn new things and maybe give them a job or something. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here. Let's keep listening.
We all need to know we're going to be safe going forward. We got to end the COVID era.
We got to be safe.
Police officers, our EMTs, firefighters,
safe.
All our public employees, a lot of whom come in very close contact with their fellow New Yorkers. They need to be safe. Their families need to be safe. But we also need to reassure.
If safety was a drinking game, we would all be hammered out of our minds by this point. Safe. Oh, God, don't say that word anymore. I'm tired of drinking.
All New Yorkers, that if you're working with a public employee, they're vaccinated, everyone's going to be safe.
The city has done pretty well with its public employees already. I think the number is 70% of them have been vaccinated. So you're really targeting the other 30%, and you specifically mentioned
those 30%ers. And that's 30% that are still there. Let's be real. Because anyone with a brain has probably already quit. Or where the brain is still holding on and going, you fire me. You fire me over this. Those are my peeps. I hold the ground. That's my philosophy in life. If you believe in something, be prepared to die for it. I mean, what else? I mean, what kind of... We live in such a culture in today's world anyways where integrity and stuff like believing in something like that is like pushed away. Just bow down. Just bow down. Just good vibes only, bro. Just go with the flow, bro. What are you doing, bro? Don't try to stand up. Don't try to make a new scene or create new waves. What are you doing, bro? Just chill, bro. Come with me, bro. Show your vaccine card, bro.
Police and firefighters, we know some of those vaccination rates have been a little lower. Is that who you're thinking about here?
I'm thinking about all city employees who are not yet vaccinated. We need them across the board. It's about 46,000 who still are not vaccinated.
Disgusting.
And we proved with our schools, we proved with our hospitals.
Oh, yeah, we proved with our hospitals. How did you prove with the hospitals? It's like Joe Biden. It's like Joe Biden celebrating 100% of the workforce here is vaccinated. Oh, because the other people were fired or quit. That's a win for you? That's a W for you? Nothing says I don't understand economics or economics based on the currency of the yen. That I don't understand how to properly run a country than that. If everyone that's working has submitted, but I know our police force is down to 10%. Down a whole 30%. That's a good thing. It's good. These people are real New Yorkers. Real New Yorkers get vaccinated. People that aren't real New Yorkers, well, let them go to Florida and continue to make that state better than freaking New York. Okay, right now, when I think of New York, I think of communist dictators like Bill de Blasio, and I think of terrible stand-up comedians, late-night show hosts. That's what I think of right now. And SNL, who also sucks at this point. I know they're trying to make fun of Joe Biden here and there. They'll throw a little cookie, a little seed to you, to people on the right, but no one's falling for that crap because you could easily go in and easily make fun of somebody who's easily made fun of, but you choose not to, because we're all about our tribes. I don't want to make my boo look bad. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's keep listening to this garbage. How could you celebrate? You had all these nurses over the pandemic that worked hard in ICUs, helped save lives. You didn't even have to use that ship that Trump sent because they were so incredible at their job. And you're like, you know what? You people who work so hard, heroes, TikTok heroes, people that deserve to have raises, deserve to have food thrown at you, flowers sent, we'll clap for you at 8 p.m., we'll clap outside so they can hear, blah, blah, blah. Now you're like, get vaccinated or quit or leave. We don't care about you anymore. If you're not submitting, then you were never with us in the first place. Let's keep listening to this incredible leader, Bill de Blasio. Again, remember, when you hear him speak, think of everyone being locked in their house and him and his wife dancing under the ball in Times Square during New Year's Eve by themselves as a way of showing, look what I can do. And what can you do? Nothing.
It can be done the right way, the safe way for everybody. And this is part of why we've got COVID on the run right now in New York City. But we learned the hard way with the Delta variant.
Okay. COVID is going to come back up in New York City. Let's just be real. When viruses, the more people go inside, hang out together because it's cold outside, it's too hot outside, whatever, viruses are spread. So I know New York is trying to take a W right now as much as they can. But when it gets cold out there, we'll see how much of it is on the run, if you will. Because you're going to see Florida go down, and then you're going to see New York go up. Florida went up over the summer because, God, it's so hot in the South. I used to live in the South, and July and August, you just don't go outside unless you're in water. That's just it.
Let up the gas on COVID. Never think it's easy to defeat this enemy. We've got more work to do. Our public employees have to be part of this solution. But what I think is on very...
What kind of solution, Bill? Is it a final solution?
Human level. We have lost a lot of our public employees. We've lost a lot of people who serve us. In this country, law enforcement, we've lost 460 law enforcement officers to COVID, more than to any other cause. And we've got to protect them.
Okay, this is a talking point. They're talking about that right now. I saw Jen Psaki even bring that up about how we've lost more cops to COVID than any other thing. This is a major talking point for them. You've never addressed other things. What caused the cop's death? It's always with these people. If it fits your agenda, I'll talk about it. All the shootings in Chicago, we're not going to talk about it. It doesn't fit my talking points. It doesn't fit the narrative. We're going to talk about racism and COVID-19 and January 6th and Trump. Those are the 4 things. You pick. And we're going to do it in a 24-hour news cycle. We'll go January 6th. Then we'll go Trump. And then we're going to go COVID. And then maybe we'll do a little racism on the side. But racism intertwines through all of them. So just remember that.
We've got to protect each other. And we've got to realize if we don't keep vaccination strong, we won't turn the corner fast enough. We'll lose tens of thousands more people in this country. And I'm saying this to every man.
He knows. He's a scientist. He's a doctor. He studied. He studied this. If people don't get vaccinated, we're going to lose tens of thousands. Period. What about those that are vaccinated in the hospital? Shut your freaking mouth.
Mayor, every governor, every CEO, it's time for these mandates. Finish this war, or we're going to have COVID with us way too long.
So places like Chicago have said
way too long. Is that a time period? Is that a number? No. Because when you're a politician and you have something as great as COVID that you can just make all these rules and not have to, the media backs you, not having to spit facts out and stuff like that, you can just say whatever you want. We're going to be in this forever because I say so. Or vote me out. Oh, you won't? Because you're too scared of a Republican coming in and doing things like lowering taxes and allowing those coal plants to go back up.
Said to their police officers, get the vaccine or you'll be tested twice weekly. You're getting rid of the testing option. Is that right?
Thank God.
So what will you say to a police?
So he's getting rid of the testing option, which is so great. Because you know what? Nobody says like my personal doctor like a politician. In fact, I ask my governor. I don't even go to my personal doctor anymore for a checkup. I'll go straight to my governor. I'll go straight to my mayor and go, hey, it's time for my colonoscopy. Get it done. God, why are people clapping this? Why are people, what? You have a disease that your real doctor recommended you maybe not take the vaccine because of A, B, and C. And then you have politicians saying, I don't care. I know what's better for you than your doctor does. All right? So fall in line and you'll never be one of us. Okay? I'm an elite. So fall in line or else. These people are clapping this. How can you sit on a panel like this? I know it's MSNBC, but how can you logically look at this and go, that's great. That is fantastic. And screw all those people whose doctor told them not to do it. We don't need them in our society anyways. We're moving on. We're progressing.
Police officer who says, I have a principled objection to it. Maybe not even asking for a religious accommodation or anything else.
Or maybe a health exemption. Maybe add that in the mix. We don't want to talk about that. There's no such thing as a health exemption.
But saying, I don't want to get the vaccine. What happens to that officer?
Look, we're offering
going to kill him.
Religious accommodation. It has to be real. Yeah. We're offering medical accommodation. That has to be real.
Religion exemption, it has to be real. So not only these people are the doctors of your life, they're also your religious advisors. They're also the way in which you perceive life through. I'm done listening to this freaking interview. I don't know if you are. They'll tell you how to think, how to feel, what is safe, what is unsafe. They let criminals out. Illegals come in unvetted. I don't know. Are they all just good people? That's what the media tells me, so it's got to be true. These people aren't done with their power grab. COVID-19 for them, I love this shot that I paused at. It's beautiful. COVID-19 for them is a moral issue. They honestly believe that if they get it, if you get COVID, it's not due to you being vaccinated, unvaccinated, blah, blah, blah. It's you being unmoral and unjust. It's you showing how dirty you are. It's a rite of passage. It's a badge for them if they get vaccinated, they follow social distancing, they mask up, and they never get, if they still haven't gotten COVID yet, it's their way of saying, look how much better I am than you. This is no longer about health to these people. It's by the way they're doing it. If it was about health, these people would constantly say, go to your doctor, find out what your doctor recommends, and try to listen to your doctor, because your doctor probably knows you better than I know you. That would be a health-conscious decision. And if your doctor tells you something you don't want to hear or don't believe, go to a different doctor and get a second opinion, which is always wise. If you're about to go to surgery, do you just get one doctor's opinion? Hell no. You go to multiple doctors. I mean, not all of us do that, because some of us are like, wow, I trust my doctor. But if you're on the fence about something, it's wise to get a second opinion. It's your life, after all. These people won't live with the consequences you make in your life, especially with your health. You can eat donuts all day long. It's not going to affect Bill de Blasio. It's going to affect you. So whatever you put in your body, whatever medical advice you follow, is on you at the end of the day. If you don't get vaccinated, you get COVID, you end up in the hospital, you die, that's on you. That's the beauty of freedom. So we all make choices. If I get on a motorcycle, I don't wear a helmet, I get in a car accident, a car crash, and I die, that's on me. If I go snowboarding and I'm flying down a hill and I hit a tree, bam, that's on me. This concept is gone. This concept is seen as dangerous, unmoral, unjust, unclean, unrighteous, sinful, and in need of a savior like Pfizer. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Derek O'Shea Show. This is the world we're living in. The way these politicians feel so comfortable talking about you and me is genuinely kind of freaky to me. And the fact that people vote people like this guy in power, it's crazy. And I'm not saying the Republicans are much different. They've definitely handled COVID better. But in many ways, Republicans are, speed bumps or like the crosswalk lady trying to slow down. Or like a hall monitor. Nobody runs in the halls. I'm not going to stand for anything. I'm just going to yell at you and say, stop it. Stop it. Let me know your thoughts on all this stuff. Let me know your thoughts on Bill de Blasio and his mandates. I'm not from New York. I don't live in New York. But I think it's important to know what goes on in New York, because I think a lot of what comes from the Democratic Party stems from New York and California. So it's important to pay attention to those two places because they, in many ways, start the fire of what is soon to be policy for Democrats in a lot of ways. They like to be on the cutting edge of progressivism, if you will, as their city is declining and people are leaving. Cali exit, New York exit, all that good stuff. I don't understand why you would live in these cities. It sounds miserable to me. You can live other places. It's like a foreign cops. It's like those people that drive around. I'm going to offend some people, and that's okay. So people that drive around with native stickers on the back of their car. You're allowed to move around. You're allowed to live and experience life in different areas. You're allowed to experience new things in life. If at this point, if you're in California or New York and you have a native sticker on the back of your car, no one drives in New York except for Ubers and taxis. But if you have a sticker that says native, that's not a rite of passage. That's just like leave. Yeah, it's like ignorance. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I'm stuck in my ways. I don't know. Let me know your thoughts. And then maybe there's a part of me that's like, if you are just, I love New York enough to fight for this area, good on you. Do what you can. Try to change the election. There's too many of us are telling people just to leave the city. I get that. Leave the city for your safety. It's like Bill de Blasio talking about your safety. But maybe not leave the city. Maybe engage. Maybe fight back through trying to run for town council, trying to speak up, starting events, protests, whatever. Maybe try to do that. Maybe don't just run away. I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. Have a great day. I appreciate you guys so much. Again, if you want to support me, go to buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. I'd greatly appreciate it. It means so much to me if you did that. If you have any comments or questions, you can call or text me at 720-727-7572. That's 720-727-7572. Also, share this. Tell your friends and family about the Derek O'Shea Show. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's the only way we will grow together is through you and me. That's it. Because the algorithms do not like me. I'm on multiple strikes on YouTube. It's only a matter of time before I'm gone. So make sure you follow me on Rumble, BitChute, or Odyssey, especially Rumble because I go live on there. They have a live option as opposed to the other platforms. Do not. Yeah. How I get in trouble on YouTube and not on Twitter and Facebook is beyond me. I don't know. Have a great day. And as always, I'll catch you on the next episode of the Derek O'Shea Show.